What's up, Profit Snipers? It's your boy Jaren. Today I'm gonna be talking about the traders who constantly bet against the uptrend, right? So a lot of the times we see, for some reason, we feel like when the market is going up, we just have to bet it's going down, have to bet it's going down, right? The market is constantly making higher highs and higher lows, and it's clearly showing us that the buyers are buying up and they are in control. Yet for some reason we keep on buying puts, we keep on trying to force the market to go in our direction instead of just trading the trend and following what the market wants to do, right? So right here we can see in the beginning in the morning we got a buying channel with the bulls pushing up, right? After that we broke out of our buying channel right here, and we can see we begin building liquidity in this magenta algorithm, right? The reason we identified that being the magenta is because the bears did not have strong selling in this green selling channel. Just like the bulls want to push up strong, the bears need to push down strong in this green selling channel as well, right? And if this green selling channel does not push us down and begin the trajectory downwards, then we can know that these magenta levels right here are beginning to become our support, and we can break out of these levels to grab the liquidity off of the magenta algorithm. Every time we break out of the magenta, we are grabbing liquidity off of those levels because that's where the sellers are trying to sell from, right? So we see right here, we bounced at our magenta level, introducing a strong green buying candle right here, right? We want to see if this magenta support can come in active or if the bears want to begin selling strong, right? So we can see right there, the bulls broke out of the bears selling channel right here. The bears were trying to force it down, right? And they broke out of the magenta, grabbing this liquidity, right? And they built a very small head and shoulders pattern, but it's there, right? It's just like this, boom, building, grabbing that liquidity and grabbing that right shoulder liquidity, right? And that was a very small head and shoulders pattern, and then it's giving us the activation of our green buying, right? So our green buying is right there. It's struggling to push up in the green buying, right? That's why we kind of had a pullback right there, because you can see the green buying channel did not activate, right? So we had it activated a little bit, but it pushed up to the high of the green buying channel on our 30-minute chart. So now the bulls are seeing if they can get a stronger breakout of the strongest buying channel that we have. So this is strong institutional buying that was introduced into this market today. Buyers came in strong, right? And right here is when you're just trying to find the trajectory of the buying channel that you're moving up in now. And right here, going back, we built liquidity with this magenta again. So on the breakout of this magenta, it gave us this beautiful structure with this head and shoulders pattern, grabbing this right shoulder liquidity on the breakout of that magenta, pushing us up in this green buying channel. Now we need this green buying channel to continue pushing up for us to break out into higher highs, right? So let's play it out. If we start breaking out of this buying channel, then the bulls need to start building more liquidity, or the bears can start selling in their strongest green selling channel, right? And that's what the bears are trying to do. But you see right here, we have our magenta support still, right? So we can see right here, we got this bounce at our magenta support, just like we got right here. We got that same bounce right there at that magenta support. So showing us that the bulls are just controlling this liquidity, controlling the selling, buying it back up, right? And you can see right here, we began pushing up, activating this was the other buying channel I found throughout the day in this orange, right? Because it wasn't moving like the green, but the bulls were still buying up in it. And what they're trying to do is buy up in the orange so they can push out in their strongest green to bring in more buying, more stronger buying, right? But if they keep on struggling, then they're gonna keep on having to build liquidity in the magenta algorithm, right? But the bulls are trying to basically just push up, create higher highs, and you have bears who are just betting. The bears are just forcing right now, right? The market has not given us any structure for us to take any shorts, right? So we know that our left shoulder liquidity for the shorts are to the left of us, right? So this is all of our left shoulder liquidity right here for the bears. If the bears want to start pushing down, they have to begin grabbing this left shoulder liquidity, right? So if we are not coming down to test this level yet, there is no reason for us to begin shorting, right? We have some liquidity here too for the bears, right? But we are not coming down to test this level yet. So we cannot just be betting short. Betting short, you have a lot of people who are just betting short, right? A lot of people who will just get drained out short today, just like it showed us, right? All the market is doing is draining out everybody who's shorting, right? Is building liquidity on the way as it continues to go up, just trapping sellers, right? But we need to see what happens for the rest of the week. Now, this is a cool level to begin shorting from if you didn't want to take some shorts, because you can see we got our breakout of our buying channel right here, and the bulls were failing to activate their strongest green, trying to break out to higher highs right now. So what they want to do is build more liquidity, right? So the bears are actually in their orange selling channel right now, and they're activating their green selling channel down to the bottom of their orange, right? But on our chart, there's a stronger tapering channel that presented itself, and I put it in the magenta just because I know what it's doing. But there was a stronger support level that introduced itself to us in this pink right here, right? So once I identified this, I'm like, okay, we are building more liquidity right here. So you can see on the breakout right here, this is where the bears were selling in. The bears were selling in this orange selling channel, right? But they were activating their green selling channel down to the bottom of the orange selling channel, right? So since we know this is the bottom of the orange, we see the second bottom of the orange is right here. So if the bears want to stay active, what the bears need to do is they need to activate that green selling channel, pushing us down to the bottom of that orange, right? Now we see that did not happen right there. That was not the case, because we got this breakout candle right there grabbing the liquidity off of all the people who were trying to short over here. Everyone who got caught shorting over here is about to get ran up on in this buying channel that the bulls were in right here. And as I play it out, you will see what I mean. And this is what the algorithms are for. The algorithms are for us to be able to manage our risk, right? So if we could know, we could get a tight stop at this support level right here, and we could see if we could target the high of our buying channel, then that's what the trading is all about. Trading is all about putting the odds in your favor, putting the risk in your favor, right? You want to be able to manage your risk, right? Basically, the algorithms let us buy and manage our positions to the penny, right? So we know this is support. Imagine people who just see this big green, they get caught buying at the top of our magenta, which we know is our resistance. This is our bottom support, and we want to buy at the breakout. We want to buy at the shoulder level, right? For us to be able to, and I always say this, for us to be able to put our stops below our shoulder level like this, and for us to be able to target, the high of our buying channel or whatever level we want to target. We ain't gonna get into all that, but as long as you know this is our structure, right? Our structure is a head and shoulders pattern, right? So this is our shoulder, this is our head, and this is our left shoulder. As long as we believe in our structure, we know that this structure cannot break right here. It cannot be invalidated in this right shoulder, because if it was to break below, then the structure will be invalidated, right? Because all the bulls got stopped who were basically betting on this right shoulder structure, and they would have backed off if this would have happened, and they would have reevaluated, because the bears could have still been pushing down to the bottom of their orange selling channel if that did want to happen for them. But that did not happen, right? Hence, this is why this happened, right? So this allows us to know when we can short, right? We know this is our structure, but if we break below our support level right here, we could begin shorting, right? But we cannot always just hop into the market betting that it's going to go down. It's going to go down. Because as you see today, the market slowly is eating you alive, especially if you're just betting short blindly. You don't know what you're doing. You're just hopping in. You see big red candles and you just want to hop in. You see big green candles and you think it's the high. Like, imagine how many people who got ate up right here just shorting, just trying to short, just shorting, as the market's just uptrending, right? And this is what we need to stop doing as day traders. We have a bad rep as gamblers, right? We are not risk managers. We are not putting the odds in our favor on the table, because if you were to be able to see this, being able to took this trade, seen that right shoulder break, just set your stop right here. From there on out, you would have had, right, a $2 move at the minimum, right? A $2 move. And that is more than enough if you're day trading options, if you're day trading futures, or whatever you are day trading, right? $2 move is more than enough, right? So reevaluate yourself when you come to the trading. Reevaluate your motives. Understand why you are doing this on a day-to-day basis. Because if you don't know your why, if you don't have nothing to lose in this game, and you coming in blindly, and you just coming in betting it all on every trade, man, and you could think, oh, well, I could just buy another account. I could just buy another futures account. It ain't nothing. It's $90. It's $100, man. Right? That stuff starts to slowly take a wear on your trading habits, and you start to become a weak trader mentally and fundamentally, because you no longer trust in yourself. So you're chasing profits, and you're chasing candles, and you're chasing charts, and you're chasing the next setup, because you're not rooted in something deeper, and that deeper thing that you need to be rooted in is God. And you just have to know that trading is a foundation for us, and a stepping stone for us to just increase our capital, right? But God is our main priority in life, and without him we wouldn't even be able to come to the table and trade daily, right? So just reevaluate your plans, see why you are actually trading, man. Because if you just come to the table betting that the market's gonna go down, you betting blindly, you coming in, you think, oh, I'm gonna just take calls throughout the day and the market's gonna go up. Like, you have a lot of traders who think, oh, if I would have just bought calls in the morning and I would have sold calls at the end of the day, I would have made some money. While it is true, how many times consistently can you do that day in and day out to be able to feed your family, man? And that's what we are trying to do, man. And if you're looking for a community that's locked in, and y'all come lock in with me at Cali Sun Investments, we ain't doing nothing but trying to teach you how to master this skill for yourself, man. So y'all have a blessed night, and I hope this video really helped you. Peace.